Happy Wednesday Wellness.
Hello.
Hey.
We have a friend with us today.
Yeah. You may recognize Jessica from one of our
across
offices.
across the hallway.
Across the hallway with Balanced Babies. Pediatric OT. We love Jessica.
Yep.
She's a
Love
wealth
being
of knowledge.
Yeah, she's a wealth of knowledge. We send all our babies her way. We're here to talk about tongue ties.
Yes. Hot topic.
Hot topic.
Hot
We're
top.
hearing a lot of questions about tongue
topic.
ties lately.
Is it tied? Does it need to be released? When do I release it?
Yeah.
What else?
Does
do
it
we do?
actually? Yeah. Does it actually?
What else do
Yeah.
I need to do?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about the importance of body work before and after tongue tie release.
Different types of body work.
Okay. Yeah.
Who identified the tongue tie first of all?
Sure.
And then okay, my baby has a tongue tie. I want to go get it released tomorrow. Really not ideal. In a perfect world, you would get body work with Chiro before, and then with either me or another therapist that's going to give you a tailored home program.
Yeah.
Right. So what it okay. So I was telling Jessica what usually happens. What we see, mom comes in. It's someone we've seen. It's one of our patients. They had their baby. They're coming in. Maybe baby's not that happy. We think, ooh, there may be a tongue tie. We're working on them. I usually send them to Jessica. I've sent them your way. Now what happens?
I am a lactation counselor also, so I'm going to look at feeding, breast, bottle, both, whatever. We're going to look at the functional skills of your baby, and then I'm going to get in their mouth, just like these guys do. Going to get in the mouth, see what kind of range of motion we have, maybe take a video, and then we're going to do some home exercises first, and then we're going to see what kind of progress we make. If we make really good progress, things are going great, let's keep going. If we've kind of plateaued, not making a lot of progress, then I'm going to send you somewhere to get it evaluated to be released.
Yeah, usually to a dentist we're sending.
Usually to a dentist, and then all that time in between there, you're doing stuff at home to calm their nervous system. Babies have been through so much, that's why you're probably coming to Rise anyway, post-birth, to help regulate their nervous system, get them all lined up. You're going to keep coming there, and then I'm going to give you other ways to play, hold, feed your baby so that everything is lined up and ready for the tongue tie release, because it's a big deal.
Yeah. What would we say? Like why? I guess like why is that important? Like why? Why aren't we jumping in? Because we'll also get calls like, "Hey, my baby's getting a tongue tie release tomorrow. I heard body work's good. I want to get in
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to
I'm sure that's great, but like, why are we prepping them? For a few weeks or till baby's ready? Like you can be like, okay, baby's ready now.
Yeah.
So you said we want to get them out of that fight or flight.
Get
we
them
help
out
with
of
that
the
a
fight,
lot.
flight. I'm looking for specific things in their mouth, specific things during play, whether or not, like, can they tolerate a diaper change, right? Like, if they can tolerate a diaper change, that's just a clinical sign that baby is doing well. If it's like, nope, they're in fight, flight constantly. I can't even put them down. Baby's not ready.
Yeah.
So
because that's just adding more stress to their nervous system,
Yes.
right? When we do that tie.
Yeah.
When the baby's not ready, and then maybe we don't really see the best results afterwards, or baby's
Yeah.
like so stressed out afterwards, mom's stressed out, you have to be in
Just
their
to
mouth.
take a sidebar too, like one of the reasons that we're getting the ties cut in the first place too is because of like tension and stress in their body. And so if baby's really tense, a lot of times like pediatrician or someone else will say like, hey, they might have a tie, either we'll cut it or you should go get it cut.
Yeah.
But if we're not addressing the tension in the body system and the stress that's already
Yeah,
there,
it's still there.
then the tie isn't going to be as effective. It could easily grow back.
Yeah.
It's also not going to be beneficial. Which getting ties revised it's
a big
expensive
deal. Yeah, it's
too.
expensive
It's
and-
expensive.
Yeah.
So like for the best like bang for your buck, I guess, for like doing like releasing that tension, one, to see if it's even just like a functional thing too, because not all ties need to be
No.
cut either.
No.
Yeah, some of them
Yeah.
do really well with chiropractic care, body work, and then maybe don't need it.
Right.
Plenty of them do still, but it's like get your baby ready.
Get them ready and know that parents need to be ready because it's a big deal. The aftercare, the stretches, it's not fun, and so the parents need to be on board and ready to do that as well. And I've seen a lot of parents that they're not ready to do it, or they're not prepared of what the procedure actually entails and what it looks like afterwards. So this whole crew will really teach you what it's going to look like and what to expect.
And like the support, you have like support
Yeah,
afterwards.
the babies that are like calmer and less tense also do way better with the stretches and stuff afterwards because they're again used to somebody being in their mouth doing work and doing exercises.
Yeah.
There's more of that like neuromuscular control of using the tongue and the lips.
Yeah,
and
which is what we're
everything, too.
doing with chiropractic care, helping with that
Yeah.
neuromuscular control. Like I said, helping getting baby out of fight or flight.
And just think about like your own bodies. If you're doing something like a marathon or something, and you're training for it, you're getting ready for it. You don't just jump in and do it that day.
You will be injured.
You will be injured, and then coming to see them
Yeah.
for other reasons. But same with babies. Like,
I guess there's also like a time and a place. If baby is not eating at all, maybe that, like, I will say that, like, I'm sure
Yeah.
we will get that comment. Yes,
Yeah.
there is probably a time and place where it needs to be done.
Yeah, and
right
some
away.
pediatricians that will do it in office then will say, okay, I did a little clip, but there's probably more in there, but this is getting you over that hump to feed better, to gain weight, to do all those things. But yeah, like there is definitely some releases are done in the hospital. That baby still needs work. That baby still needs to learn how to use their tongue. They
Probably
still need
more so
body
because
work.
if it was that bad, that anterior, those babies have,
Yeah.
And I will say we also see, like, there's still work to be done afterwards. I think that's a big thing parents
Yes,
don't understand. Like,
afterwards,
oh, they have not known how to use their tongue properly while in utero,
Right.
and then after, and now they have this release, and they don't know what to do. We can see those babies don't know what. And parents feel like, oh no, what have I done? We've gone backwards, but no,
Right.
they will get so much better.
They
But
will
it's
get
why
better.
we're doing the work with them.
Yes,
To
yeah,
help teach them, train them.
Yep. Because
what
yeah,
they
they
need to do.
need like a oral motor
Yeah.
like program to
Boot camp. Yeah.
retrain. Yeah, boot camp. How do I do this again?
Yep.
So we like to use each other. We like Jen Feldman.
Jen Feldman at Limitless Movement.
Yep.
Is
She
doing-
works with fascia. It's incredible what she does.
Yes. Yeah. Jen is the best, and she sees your babies like a handful of times and does a lot of work for, I think like it's like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a longer appointment. She gets a lot of good results. We have Ann Dalton, who is our SLP, and IBCLC, who will travel and see babies too. So
Yeah.
there's a whole...
Not every baby needs everybody, but some of them do. Some of them are a lot more difficult cases, and
Yeah.
they need
Yeah.
all the work.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's important. And like we said, we just see better results, less issues, better as they age.
Yeah, and it might seem daunting because it is. You just had a baby and I did all the things and now I got to do all these things. But I mean, all of us have seen ties released on older kiddos, and I'd much rather work with a baby any day.
Yeah.
Right.
And to do all this stuff now when they're little, before we get all these compensatory patterns and things.
So I'd say, like, hey, if you're suspecting, like, oh, I don't know if my kiddo has a tie, so maybe they're not eating well, maybe latching, you hear the clicking, but maybe they're also, like, really gassy, constipated, colicky. Like, start here,
Falling asleep.
and then we'll start with the care. We can see how they're doing
Yeah.
and send you where you should go next and see
Yes.
if it's really
Yes.
something that needs to be done.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then their nervous system and their like,
Yeah.
and then everything.
Everything is
Yeah.
better. Everything
Yeah.
is a little bit more calm and informed, and not jumping to any quick releases or quick decisions.
Right.
Taking your time.
That's okay. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so if you have questions, you can ask below. Someone will answer your
Yeah.
question. You can reach out to us. You know where to find us. You find Jessica.
Yeah, Monday,
place.
Wednesday, Friday, or no.
No, Monday,
Wednesday, Thursday.
She's
Yeah.
here in the office.
All day.
But you can also follow her on Instagram.
And send
Fearless
me
Babies.
a message or an email
Yeah.
anytime.
She's the best. Okay, thanks.
Bye.